everyone, my name is Laura Bellamy, and I'm the Associate Head Coach of the University of Minnesota Duluth Women's Hockey Team. Super excited to be talking to you guys today. The topic is goaltender puck play and how to incorporate it into your team's game. So we'll get right into it. There's a ton of clips here to go over of our team and some NHL ones as well, but just want to start here. Do you want your goalie playing the puck? I've had a lot of great conversations with coaches just recently about this, and do your goalies play the puck? Do you want them to? And most, if not all, have said that they would like their goalies to play the puck. But there's kind of two categories here, and one is I want my goalie to play the puck. They're like a third defenseman back there. They came into our team really good at it. And if that's the case, the best thing you can do is create a guide or a system for them so that their D can help them play the puck really well. And that's kind of the category we were in a couple of years ago with our goalie, Maddie Rooney, who's now a bit of a household name. She was really good at playing it, and we just needed our D to be able to help her out. The other category is, my goalie's not very good at it. I'd rather that they just stay in the net. And again, the best thing you can do is just create a system, get them out there, help them practice it, and help the D support them. And really any team and any goalie should be able to do this at least to some extent. So get into it a little bit more. So for our D and goalie exchanges, we really want our D and goalies to be speaking the same language. So the best thing to do is have a simple system. The one I'm going to show you today, I know the LA Kings were using this in their system all the way up a couple years ago. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but what was great about that is their guys in the AHL, as they moved up to the NHL, the system was the same. And so it's really simple. When pucks are on net, you ask both D to fan out and the goalie is the eyes, and we'll get into that a little bit. Most of this presentation will be on wrapped pucks and this language here. So leave it same and over, and we'll get into it later why same is highlighted. So just looking at pucks on net to begin with. So the most important thing is for D to fan out. And the D instinct is to skate right at the goalie, skate right at the net, which really brings pressure there and can create some chaos that you don't want. So important for D to shoulder check on their way back, try to be up ice as much as possible, present their stick for the goalie. And the goalie, when pucks are on net, they have their head up, they're reading the ice, they're the one who should be making the decision, ideally pulling in pressure. And if they don't have any options, they can always cover the puck. So just a couple more slides here before we get into the clips. But, if the puck's on net and there's one forechecker heading at this play, might look like one of these two options, more likely going to look like this one. A lot of times the forechecker goes straight at the goalie, which is great because the goalie should have two options if both D have fanned out, as we hope they will. You might also have a forechecker just pick a D, and obviously you see this here, the other D would then be open. So most clips you'll see will be this forechecker going straight at the goalie. If there are two forecheckers, same thing, just moving it to the open player. Go back to that real quick. Again, if there's no option, the goalie can always cover the puck on a play to net. So these clips here are Mike Smith back when he was with the Flames. I think one of the best puck playing goalies in the NHL. And so just as we start to look at these clips, this puck's on net. It's a quick clip. But one thing you see him do really well is pull in this pressure. So again, a lot of times the forechecker is going to go straight at the goalie. We want to ask your D to do, and a lot of times it's just letting them know, here's what we need for our goalie to be able to have success, is just fan out and be an option, fan out and be an option. So if this guy were back, he might be a better option too, but this is a great play by Smith to just pull in that forechecker right to him. Now, when he bumps it, this D can head up ice and has a ton of ice to work with in front of him. And that's the key to all of this, is really just wanting your goalie to help you break out the puck and do it smoothly. So right here, another puck on net. He's not going back for a wrap. It's just a puck on net. He gets out. Great job having his eyes up ice. Obviously, he's very athletic and skates well too, so you love that when your goalie can do that. But again, D are going to report to corner. So again, fanning out here, being an option. He should have both guys as an option and does. Might say that he picks, a little bit of the scarier option to go through the net there. Probably show our goalies this and ask him to come here, but this guy's really good at it. And, knowing Mike Smith, he probably sees that this guy's about to jump on that D. So uses that option, moves the puck hard, tape to tape, and now they can go the other way. Again, report to corners just means D fanning out. That's the term our assistant coach, Laura Schuler, uses, which I love. So puck is on net. Again, forecheckers coming right at the goalie. So we should have two options. And one thing that our D can really work on as time goes on is just being really good options. So continuing to drive their feet low to create that passing lane. So what you notice on this clip, it's a little tight. If that D can work back even a little deeper to be an option, like it's a little bit of a safer play, but again, Smith makes a good hard pass and they should be going up the other way. Just a couple more clips on net. Similar here, oftentimes the goalie likes a puck on net. They can get their eyes up, you can see what's happening, and it's just continuing to teach your D, like you want to go back and have toe caps up ice as much as possible, but hustle back to be an option. So right here, things work out. Our goalie here at UMD, Emma Soderberg, plays the puck really well. Makes a good read here. She knows she can just pop this puck out, and RD can go with this forechecker right on her back, protect the puck, and go up ice. Ends up being a good breakout, but we'd love to see this D get back and also be an option. She'd probably be the one with more room. She could get the puck facing up ice, and we could go the other way. As mentioned, works out here. Great option too. Similar clip here where the puck's on net. Emma stays down for it. Love to see our goalies get up to their feet if they have the time, which she does here. But only thing on this clip is just being more patient. So as your D and goalies get better at this, asking them to really let this forechecker come in before she moves this puck. So both of our D are great options here. This puck came on net. They fanned out. They're trying to get their feet up ice, especially 28 here. But off of this play, and again, works out, she's got her option up ice. But because we weren't super patient, this forechecker's coming through. This D doesn't have as much time as if Emma had just pulled in. So our goalie, if our goalie can just pull in this forechecker even more, have our goalie be as patient as possible, then kick it to our D. Now we're heading up the other way. Those are pucks on net. Now we'll get more into wrap pucks. And again, our system is pretty simple. So we have leave it, same, and over. First, we'll work on leave it. The biggest thing with leave it is the goalie's just going to get out of the net, stop a wrapped puck, leave it for our D to make the next play. And most outcomes should be one of these two things. The D either cuts the net tight, potentially with a forechecker on them, or they stop and use the net to protect them. And in either scenario, the goalie's trying to get back to the net out of the D's way. Goalie's trying to read handedness to make sure she's giving a good leave for the D. And then the biggest thing, we'll get into this with a couple examples. If the D isn't under much pressure, a pass is likely a better option than a leave, just to try to spread the ice and get going the other way. Again, the whole point of this is using our goalie to really help us on our breakout. So get into these with some wrapped pucks here. So goalie gets out, looking up ice. This is a great habit too to encourage your goalies. When goalies are getting out for wrap pucks, our D are going to be the eyes, right? So this D's shoulder checking, this D's shoulder checking, they know they need to read the situation to let her know what to do, or him, and in this case, her. So, but either way, really good really good habit by our goalie to also get her eyes up ice if she knows she has time. So she leaves it here. Again, on a leave it, really that D is asking to leave it because they want to either use the net to cut it tight or use it to stop. As this forechecker comes here, we'd come out the other way. So really would like to see 7 stop there and come up the other way, but either way pushes the puck to their side and a pretty clean breakout for us because we got help from our goalie. And the big key on wraps is if our goalie is not getting out to stop this puck, usually it means our D's having to chase it farther. So the more willing your goalie is to get out of the net, the better. It just makes life easier for the D. Very similar clip here where goalie leaves it. D's going to use the net to kind of protect herself as the forechecker goes the other way. Ideally, we'd have that pass there to the swinging player, but we hold off. And either way, this is a good opportunity for a leave it because it allows our D to use the net, protect herself from that forechecker. Another leave it play here, and not a bad option. Her goalie's reading handedness. Again, we talked about that earlier. So she sees a lefty here. She wants to pull it off the wall for her. Not a bad play, but the D just needs to, if we're going to leave it, use the net. So with this forechecker's coming in here, come back up the other way. If not, another option here is to make a pass with the D fanning out, which we'll get to shortly. But anytime we're leaving it, we're either wanting to cut the net tight off of it with a forechecker on us, or in this case, stop and come back the other way. This is a leave it option where our D comes and picks it up and tries to gain some speed coming around the net. Not a bad play, but just great to have this video and be able to show your D and your goalies and your team in general, okay, things worked out, but here's what could have been better. So again, if we're leaving it, it's really because we have forechecking pressure on us tight. So wanting to take the net or stop and come up the other way. In this case, there's really not hard pressure. So what we would rather see, and we'll get into this next, but we'd rather see our D fan out and get a pass here, because now when she gets that puck, she's going to have more time. We've already spread the ice. Instead, as she really picks this up and comes up ice, she's already got pressure coming in. So just times where you don't necessarily have to leave it. Another thing we talk about with leave it, and there can be clips of this in games too, slow rollers are tough for goalies to get back to. So she's waiting for it, but she doesn't want to hang in there and have too much chaos behind the net. So we always tell our goalies, if you don't like that you're having to wait for a puck, you can go ahead and just get back in, and our D knows that they're going to make that next play. So that's what happens here. Kick it up the other side, and we're going the other way. The next part of wrapped pucks, and this is really most of the clips, and kind of the more exciting part of goalie playing the puck, is same or over on a pass. So the goal here is to pull a forechecker in. So again, we're talking about a wrapped puck, but instead of leaving it, the goalie is actually going to make a pass to one side or the other. So the goal is to pull the forecheckers in as much as possible. The goalie wants to help spread the ice. Again, the D are going to report to corners, which you'll see in the clips. And it's just so important for the goalie to be as patient as he or she can to pull in pressure. And when on a wrapped puck here on this pass, you're going to have 3 breakout players. You should have your goalie, your 2D. And if there are 2 forecheckers there, you're still outnumbering that situation. So the breakout group just has to find a way to beat those 2 players. On this wrapped puck, again, as we talked about earlier, really important for the D to communicate. They're the eyes as the goalie goes back for the puck, and it's the goalie's job to just listen and go with the best option possible that the D is suggesting. So same and over. This is honestly, this has just simplified our system so much. The biggest thing you see with wrapped pucks is, so as we show in this drawing, wrapped puck coming around, goalie comes out to stop it. What we had before we implemented this system was both D were options, which was great, but they were either saying here, or over, whatever it might be, asking for the puck. And so the goalie didn't necessarily know which D was the one who wanted the puck. So this has really helped. What same means is puck comes in, goalie stops it. If the D who wants the puck and who isn't under pressure is on the same side of the ice that the wrap came in from, they'll yell same. That's the same D. And then you see over would be this D in this picture. So wrap comes in from this side, goalie goes out to stop it. This is our over D, and that's always going to be the case. The reason the word same was highlighted earlier in green, one thing we've done to simplify it is whichever D is on the same side as the wrap is going to be the one to call it. And again, she'll yell same if she wants it on her side of the ice. She'll yell over if it should go to the other side. So you see, if there's one forechecker on this play, it should simply just go to the open D, and we'll show examples of that. A lot of times there's going to be 2 forecheckers, but again, we have good numbers here. We have our goalie and our 2D, so we should be able to solve this 3-on-2 and get going up ice the other way. And this is why your goalie is so important, because if your goalie is not stopping pucks, you have an even numbered situation with 2 forecheckers coming at you, and your D kind of have to solve that 2-on-2, hopefully get low center support. But again, if 2 forecheckers are coming in, we're just finding that option. So in this case, this D is taken. So we're going to make a same play. In this case, this D is taken on the same side that the wrap came in. So the play will be over. And you'll see this in the clips too. The other thing that can happen with 2 forecheckers is they both go at the D. And so then in that case, the goalie is just trying to wrap a puck